Goeienaand, good evening fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And as you know, in this channel we often refer to the ANC government as a gangster state. And you think it ends there? No way. It goes all the way through society in South Africa and largely in the African society. Unfortunately, there are elements in the other minority groups who have similar traits, which is very sad, but it's rampant amongst the African society in South Africa. And the video that I have attached here is of one of these people who is a professional hitman. He takes out other people, and he gets paid a huge amount of money to do this. And there are dozens of these people making a living by killing others. That's a reality in South Africa. Please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, please stay safe. Bye for now.
This is how brazen taxi wars have become. And, as in this case, the innocent too pay with their lives.
Sometimes when you're doing this kind of job, you even wish that, hey, I wish in that taxi association there can be a war.
Those in the underworld have seemingly been granted their wicked wishes. There's been a resurgence of taxi violence in KwaZulu-Natal this year. In the first part of this exclusive series, a former hitman told us about his time as a cold-blooded murderer. Now, we speak to a wheelman for the killers, who's also ended many lives in exchange for money.
My name is Vosi Kaba. Yeah. I've been in the industry for 6 years.
How did you get in?
Actually, a hunger, I can say. Sometimes you don't have no food at home. You see your friends who's in the industry for long. They don't suffer when it comes to money. When you stay with people like that, you know them that these guys, they're not monster. They're people like other people. It's just that when they go to do their job, they do their job, that's all. But then they going back to community, they be like others. These guys, they were looking for a driver. And they lied to me. They said they want me to help them to fetch a car from mechanic, in South Coast. I said, okay, no problem. And they said they will pay me for that. They mentioned big money. I said, just for collecting a car from mechanic, you'll pay me this much. They said, yeah, we'll give you this much. Us, we've got money, how we operating.
How much did they offer you?
They offer me 10 grand. You see, that time I wasn't seeing criminal in these guys. You see, when I see them, I was just seeing normal guys, gentlemen.
But Kaba got his first taste of danger when he had to outrun the police. He avoided his new employers after that incident.
And they said, let's triple your money, 30 grand. They said, there's the money. I said, no, I can't take this money. They said, okay, listen, you saw what happened back there 3 weeks ago. I said, yeah. I said, okay, if you don't not be a victim, take this money, otherwise we'll be forced to kill you, bro. So I took that money. So that's how I got into that thing. They were used to use the word no way out. Once you're in, you're in. That 30 grand was for the first job. I think they were buying me.
So what was the next job? And how long after that?
Then after a month and a half, right, I used that money, but I didn't know when I'm buying things for my mom and my sisters. When my mom asked me that's where this money from, I didn't know what to say. They said, hey bro, listen, can you drive for us again? I said, no, I can't. They said, alright, if you don't want to drive for us, it's fine. Pay our 20 grand, because you remember we promised you 10 grand. So pay our 20 grand.
That money was spent?
That money was spent. I was left with 10 grand. I said, I'm left with 10 grand. They said, no, we want 20 grand. Then we had an agreement that I will drive for them one more in order for me to pay this 20 grand, because I wanted to be out. So we went, next job, right? We did the next job. Taxi violence. It was hard because there was security involved who were guarding that person, the security officer. So it wasn't easy, understand?
So was this a hit?
Yes. Instead of giving me 20 grand, or not giving me nothing, that 20 grand it was the payback, they gave me 100 blocks, 100,000. That's why it was planned for like a month, you know. And that boss, I think, he had money as well, because that graph, a lot of people were involved, you know. Even the people I can't mention, they were involved. Police as well, they were involved on our side. So it was a big thing. So that's why they gave me 100 grand, you know. In that 100, I managed to buy a car. And I did a lot of things. I even went to go register at school, thinking that I will do both. After they giving me that 100 grand, they told me that, listen, there's no way out here. The only way out is to visit board.
And so Kaba stayed on in the business of bloodshed.
Let me say, we're looking for you, right? Okay. This gentleman here on the side is the one who hired us for you, right? The gentleman, you must tell us where you stay. You must show us exactly where you stay, where you sleep. It's up to us that we must actually find what time you go, what time you come back, right? So we must rent the place near where you stay.
The price of a life is determined by those like Kaba.
It depends on where you stay, what is your position in taxi rank, and yeah, because as I said, that when you stay in Durban North, for instance, it's not gonna be the same amount with the person who's staying in Mlazi. So, and then how dangerous are you? If they've been trying to you know, to hit you, but they failed, even that is count, because we don't know why they failed. You understand? Yeah. So that count. So if I can estimate, if it's just a nobody owner with few taxes, it can be 150 or 100.
Okay. What's the most that you got for a job?
You see, the last one when I told myself that I know this is the last one, it's when we were 3, we got about 450.
The killers factored their expenses into the price.
If you want money, we must charge more money. Because if you want money, obviously you're gonna drive expensive cars like Golf 7, blah blah blah. Even us, when we buy the car from the hijackers, we must buy the car who can speed like Golf 7 and stuff. So obviously the money go hard.
What do those cars go for?
We negotiate with the cars, because it's the cars that you gonna use it once and burn it after it. So if the car is like Golf 7, if the car is 25 grand when it's hot, then maybe they will give us like 15 grand.
How much of a role did the police play in assisting hitmen or in being involved in the taxi violence?
If your client got a lot of money and they pay you good, you know, so you share that money with the police.
How much would you have to pay them?
Normally we pay 25% to the police.
What must they do for you?
The police, they must be around when the hit's happening, so that they will be the one who will hear from the right of first that there's a hit happening. So yeah, so they must be the first people who come in the scene to just cover for you if maybe you left anything that can make police trust you better.
Kaba says there is no loyalty among murderers.
There must be a middleman, because you see those clients, they're scared to meet with you directly, because they don't know if maybe you will go to that person and say, listen, this guy gave me 200,000 for you, how much you can offer me for him.
Those that are in the car with you, do you trust them with your life?
No, you can't trust them.
He recalls how he once became a target himself, but survived.
We're supposed to get killed once we're done about the hits. We're supposed to get. There was other guys waiting for us when we're done doing the job. There was guys that were supposed to kill us.
What are the reasons that we continue to see hits being put out on those in the taxi industry?
They always fight about money, nothing else. You know. So when you're a shaman, you control the taxi rank, you know. So you're in control of the money. So in order for me to be in control of the money, I must get rid of you. Simple as that, nothing else.
Private security and bodyguards are a strong deterrent, he says, since it costs more to eliminate the target.
The owner, they get in trouble because they don't want to give away the money, they don't want to hire, they don't want to give companies, you know. But I can't blame them because there's no one advising them that, say, listen, maybe tomorrow you will die. If your hits was going to be 300,000, because now you've got bodyguards and stuff, it's going to be times 2. Because now your bodyguard may fight back.
Was there anyone that you may have been involved in killing that just wasn't the target?
Actually, yeah. You see, even if you don't want to do it, but because you're not alone, there's no time of telling the next person not to do it, you know. So really as late that hey, there's children, hey, there's what, hey, there's wife, hey, there's what. You know, this thing happening so fast. You can't just look in the car, who's there. When you follow the car, once you get the chance, you're gone.
And how did it make you feel?
You must not miss a chance. So when you decided to take your kid to school or your wife to work, it's your loss, you know, because it means when you leave it means you must like follow another month. You see, that month's gonna cost another 100K, you know. So you don't have time to see that today you are alone or you with your kid.
Did you have second thoughts? Yeah. Were you nervous or were you worried?
Yeah.
Sometimes you do something that you know that your heart doesn't agree with you, but you do it because you have nothing else to do, nothing to give you money.
Do you have any regrets then?
Yeah, you always have regrets. Yeah.
Kaba may have dodged the law and walked away a free man after 6 years, but he knows he's still not safe.
I see that you have your bag close to you.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, I always make sure that I'm protected because I know that I've got enemies. Let me say, you know who did the move into your brother, you carry a gun, you meet me outside, what would you do? You won't even give me a chance to explain that I'm not doing those things anymore.
Desantafia.